5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Gather around, SKOL brothers and sisters. This is the SKOL Experience, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can find me on at SKOL World on Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Let's go. Let's SKOL. Usual Wednesdays we'll have GG Sports, but we're only doing that once a week or once every other week. So I am going live by myself today. I was gonna have SKOL State of Mind on, but he had something come up and wasn't able to make it. So stick with me. We're going to talk about the 49ers game. Now, if you guys remember, we played them last year. We were without Justin Jefferson. We came out, we played, let's say we were 1-3. We playing Kansas City. Game we could have won. We fumbled the first play of the game, right? And we ultimately actually overcame a lot of our fumbling problems that game because we only had one turnover. And then we go rattle off 3 straight games, end up being 4-4. One of those games, the second to last one Kirk played for us, was San Francisco, Monday Night Football. And we played a complete game. Now, mind you, our red zone problems were still a problem. Now, if anything like the Giants game, red zone's not a problem anymore. It's all gone. It's all past us. I think it has a lot to do with Aaron Jones and being able to punch it in. He's always falling forward. He finds the hole. He's able to escape. He's not a one cut and run guy. He does bob and weave a lot more, but he's always falling forward. He's always finding that hole. And I think that's something we needed and we were lacking. We couldn't get a rushing touchdown to save our life last year. And this last time we fumbled the ball early in the game, first drive. Everything was happening again. Now, hey, if you're listening, check in. Tell me you're here. Let me know you're here. We've got like 17 people watching. Let's go. Now, guys that really stuck out to me when I'm looking, Sam Darnold played a hell of a game. One of the things I brought up was the 5. I had 5 keys to the game. Let's look at that. I had 5 keys to the game. I wonder if I have that up here. Pick 6. All right, game day. All right, I didn't have the 5 keys to the game up here, but we had one of the biggest ones was Sam Darnold stay comfortable. I just wanted him to be comfortable. And he is physically talented, 100% physically talented to be an NFL quarterback, to be a high-end NFL quarterback in this league. It's always been maybe the talent around him or maybe his decision-making wasn't always very accurate, but he was pretty accurate in this game. He was 12 for 12 before he missed a pass. I think they don't call it pass interference a miss. So, but dude looks solid, hit everybody. We had a lot of wide open receivers though. So great game plan. Actually awesome game plan by both the offense and defensive coaches of our team. Thought it was great. All right, a few shout outs. So, hey, Vocal Vike, what's up, man? Thanks for, hey, it's been a while, man. I'll see you in my chat. Awesome. All right, Two Tone, what's going on? Going to be tough if possible. Well, we thought that last year. We were left for dead last year at that game. What's up, Maverick? The Enigma. Yeah, this is a good point. It's going to be tough but possible. We didn't think we had I picked this as a loss last year. I thought it'd be close. I did. And they haven't beat us in like 32 years at home. But we came through last time. It was a complete game. Again, I was just talking about we have tough times in the red zone. We had a tough time in the red zone against 49ers. And honestly, KOC played pretty conservative. He wasn't going for it when we thought he should go for it. Played pretty conservative. Now, The first chance he got on 4th down at the goal line, he went for it. He had Jordan Addison wide ass open in the back of the end zone, but he went with his first read to Justin Jefferson, made the connection, tight coverage, tightest throw he had all day. Well, yeah, well, the tightest throw he connected in all day. Great job. But if he waited, he had Jordan Addison just walking in the back of the end zone. But hey, that's the kind of thing we missed last year. We missed Aaron Jones, not, Aaron Jones and his ability to escape and fall forward, make people miss. We missed that. We had one cut and run running backs. That was our whole stable of running backs. But now we got a guy that can handle the rock, make people miss. And that's something we've been missing for a while. I'm about to film my reaction to Vocal Vike, a new drop to bring forth my predictions and my keys to victory. Yeah, I saw Vocal Vike. See you, Skull Fest, my boy. Yeah, hey guys. I hope you had a good time. I hope you guys have a good time in Skull Fest. I just started a new job. I don't actually start accumulating vacation until this month. So I don't have any vacation. Wasn't able to make it. But I wish you guys all the best, man. Have a good time for me. I'll see you next year. I'll be going live during the game. I'll be looking for you in the stands. Be looking for you in the stands. What's up, Skull for Life? Now, yeah, back to Sam Darnold. Did everything we needed him to do. Stood tall in the pocket. The one scramble he had where he slid. There was a guy on Twitter. I forget his name, but I've had him on my show before analyzing the throw. There was a screen pass that just didn't happen. It would have went for chunk yardage. It would have been a really good screen pass. I don't know what happened, but Sam Darnold didn't throw it, and Darisaw would have been caught downfield and it would have been a penalty. Well, he scrambled instead, didn't get a first down, but got some chunk yardage. I think it was one of our touchdown drives. But we're still ironing out some kinks. I think there's just a couple plays there that um, you know could be better. But overall, man, I would give him definitely an A of the way he played. Definitely an A. And again, I've been saying is if you go look at my recent videos, all the talent in the world, all the talent in the world. And I think KOC is going to bring out a lot in him. And it looks it's already working, man. It looks like it's already working. They trust him. I don't think they're holding back anything. So it's great. I think this is probably the most prepared our team has been. I think it's the most prepared our team has been in Jesus, probably, I don't know, 2017, maybe. I don't know. It's been a while since this team has been this prepared early in the season where you're just not going, what the hell's going on? It showed up in preseason. Our backups had our backups were playing a lot better. I think this team is probably the most prepared I've seen since 2017. But it's been that good. It looks that good right now. So that's good. And obviously we got a new defense, our defensive coordinator for 2 years now. Looks a lot more comfortable. We got talent that actually fits the scheme. The offense, most of the guys have been here the whole time. So they know the plays. The fact that they got to Sam Darnold up to speed so fast is a testament to this coaching staff. What's up, Mary? Chicken Soup for the Soul is in the house. All right. All right. Now, yeah, I'm on X, Skull World. There you go. So Maverick, Enigma, I'm on X. I was going to have the Skull State of Mind on. Lives in California. Probably didn't get out of work fast enough. Wasn't able to make it. Hopefully we can get him on again. He's a great guy to have on the show. But here's what I'm going to do. I want guests to come on here. First person to jump on, I want to talk to you about the game, man. Here you go. I just put the StreamYard in. Someone come on. Too Evil to Hope if you're game. Come on, let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers. What's up, Minnesota Charlie? I think so. If you look, everybody's kind of picking us pretty close. It's not a blowout. One of the ESPN experts actually picked us. This is different from last year. We got a full stable. Everybody, pretty much. I was going to go through the health report here. Let's see here. Injury report. We got Jordan Addison with an ankle. It almost kind of looks like he may play. Who knows? But if that's not the case, Jalen Naylor was a full practice today. Jordan Addison didn't participate. Andrew Van Ginkel, foot. He had that Liz Frank injury, I think. So he's sore, I guess. Did not participate. Garrett Bradbury, limited practice. So that's the injury report. If you go on San Francisco, they got Uter Gross Matos, defensive end, knee. D Winters, linebacker, ankle. Both those guys didn't participate. Christian McCaffrey, Achilles tendonitis, man. I don't know if you ever gotten tendonitis. That thing lingers. Limited practice. Huffinga, safety, knee, limited practice. Arid Banks, guard, limited practice. Juan Jennings, wide receiver, ankle, limited practice. So they got an injury list. I put my StreamYard. I'm gonna do it again. Anybody's game to come on. Give me your opinion of the last game and the San Francisco game. Don't be shy. Two Evil to Hope. Shout out Two Tone. If I didn't already. All right. Now make sure you're hitting like. And if you haven't, subscribe. Let's get more people on. And someone jump on. Is there anybody who won't jump on? Be my impromptu co-host for tonight. Let's talk football. I want to hear your opinion. I know you guys are saying hi to each other in the chat, but hey, come on, say hi to me live on studio. Let's go. You know what? I didn't put my light on. There we go. Yeah, I was going to have guests. State of Mind didn't show up, unfortunately. Now, Aaron Jones, man, I think he made the biggest difference. Tell me what you think about Aaron Jones. I just thought our running game just looked different with him in there. Just absolutely looked different. He set people up with his own moves. He bounced it outside when he needed to. I just think, and he has a nose for the first down, nose for an extra yard, nose for the end zone. There was that one play where he was going to stuff 2 yards deep. He ends up getting the first down on his back. I think it was great. I thought he made a big difference. I drafted him in all my fantasy leagues if I could. One I couldn't, but the other two I made sure I got him, and he outperformed all my running backs. He was my number one scoring running back on my fantasy leagues this last week. Honestly, it looks amazing. Love his attitude. I just look him at as a Viking. Someone talked about how he was a leftover Packer. I'm like, no, man, he's a Viking now. I just look him at as a Viking. He fits in. He's perfect. Ty Chandler, only 2 yards per carry, 8 carries, 17 yards. Wasn't the greatest. But receiving, I think he was 3 for 25. So he made a difference in the receiving game. One of the things I liked about Sam Darnold, when he did check down, he didn't. It was right in their hands. It was at the right time. He just didn't wait. There was a difference. I was talking to someone about it, Cousins and Sam Darnold throwing to the running backs. Cousins is always looking downfield, making sure, and he will throw it at the last second to the running back. Defense comes in, knocks it out. Oh, I got a guess. I'm gonna bring Maverick on here in a second. Been a while, Maverick. Let me just finish my last point. So yeah, Cousins, I think, would hit a running back late. It would bounce off their chest. Someone would make a play. But hey, Sam Darnold makes a decision, throws a perfect pass. The running back has time to turn around and get a few yards. He gets the catch, gets chunk yardage. I did see that with Sam Darnold, and I really liked it. All right, man. Here we go. What's up, Maverick?
Microphone. 1, 2. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good, man. You're a little tall.
Well, that's partially because I have the camera pinned up a bit. Because like for a second I couldn't see my face, and I'm like, let me just pan the camera up. There we go. Is
So
my
what's up,
fan
man?
causing any interference?
What's that?
I got a fan
No,
on.
I can hear you fine, man. You're good.
All right, goody. Woo. That's some good air, man.
So
But I'm excited to be on the show, man. Thank you for opening up the guest line.
Oh, I love this, man. I love having people on. I'll have everybody on if they want to. You're the brave one. You're the brave one to come on. Hey, tell me what you thought about the last game. Did it meet your expectations or exceed them? I doubt it. I doubt it disappointed you. It's either it met your expectations or it exceeded. So tell me about it.
Well, before the game, before I get into that, I just want to say this. I want to apologize for not tagging you when I dropped my what I like to call my SKOL Nation meetings. And what I mean is like it's what I like to reveille the fans up before the game. You know what I'm saying? Like days before the game, and be like, look, this is what our offense needs to do. This is what our defense needs to do. This is what coaching needs to look like. XYZ, XYZ. I want to apologize if you haven't seen that video in time yet, but it was because of that video that I am allowed to say that performance against the New York Giants, despite what the stupid NFL analysts was saying long before then, even in August, even way back when the schedule first dropped, they said we was going to drop a game to the Giants. I just want to, I'm not going to apologize to your fan base because I was wrong. I'm apologizing because I didn't tell everybody I knew that I was right. And then some. It's like I'm Maverick Damas or something, man. Like, look. I got my notes. I said,
Maverick,
KOC.
You're the purple Nostradamus.
I have to.
Yeah.
I said, KOC, use the run to set up the pass. And what did he do?
He set the run to set up. He did the run to set up the pass.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Okay. And I said, offense. Sammy D has to have stellar protection. Big Bry, CD, Grumpy Garrett, educational ed, B squared. I'm looking at all five of you. And we only gave up what? How many sacks? Just one?
Yep.
Just one? I think they did a stellar job, considering that we shut the Dexter Lawrence down.
One sack.
The majority, the rest of the second half, apart from that dumb interception. But you know what I'm saying? Who cares? It was in the garbage time. It shouldn't really count. And then the last thing I wanted the offense to do is Sammy D has to spread that ball. And what does Sammy D do?
Spread the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 receivers.
Am I Maverick Damas or what when it comes
Maverick
to
Thomas? Yeah, dude. I had my 5 keys to victory. They did all 5 of them. It was great. I was like, defense needs the pressure, needs to keep him in the pocket. Needs to keep him in the pocket. Did both of those. And then I was like, run the ball. And run the ball, Aaron Jones. I said specifically Aaron Jones. Good game. So yeah, awesome. And then I was like, that Bradford had to anchor down. Or no, Bradbury had to anchor down, which I was meaning the interior offensive line. They pretty much did. I think early on they didn't, and then he hit his arm at the interception. Yeah, so there's a couple of bad things there. But overall, I think our offensive line did what I wanted them to do. And then the number one was keep Sam Darnold comfortable and let his athletic, his physical talents, his arm talent, make the throws. And they gave him all sorts of time. So, yeah, I felt like I was purple Nostradamus over here, too.
Yes. Like, look, a lot of people forget, like, pre-draft, pre-18 draft, like, a lot of people were saying Sammy D had a live arm. And then think about it. The Jets didn't believe in him, so they gave him trash to work with. The Panthers didn't believe in him, so they gave him trash to work with. KOC, our quarterback whisperer, believes in him, and look how much talent he has. Like, I think we have the deepest receiver room in the game right now.
One of them, yeah, I would say. There's some teams with some deep room, but they might not have the big guy at the top, like Justin Jefferson. Like, we got Justin Jefferson, but Jordan Addison could be a number one on a guy's team.
Yeah,
I
he
just
could
hope
easily be the
I
number
hope
one
he's
on any other
healthy. I
team.
just hope he stays healthy. But the sleeper, I called him the our best value in the draft when he got drafted, and that was Jalen Naylor. And
Right.
I think he's going to step up. He already did with a touchdown as soon as he came into the game.
That
He's
was an
just going to be
amazing
that
ball
guy the
thrown by
rest of the year,
Sammy
I
D.
think.
That was an amazing ball.
Well, Johnny Munt was wide ass open. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah,
Did you see Johnny Munt?
Munt was in the flat, and part of me was like, take him. And then I saw let the ball go. I'm like, where's this going? And then I'm like, oh
yeah, it just opened up. It opened up like the Red Sea, right? It was perfect. It was a fake screen to Justin, and then one of the guys bit up on it, so he had one-on-one on a trail,
and
a
that
trailer,
wheel,
and he was just
that
wide
Naylor
open.
ran, got super open.
The trailer. So that one guy came up, and then the trailer followed him, and he just had him easy because there was a clear out, there was a post pattern. So yeah, but Johnny Munt, man, on the delay, wide ass open, would have walked into the end zone.
For real, because I'm like, I don't think the Giants have anybody beefy enough to bring down Johnny the Munt Cake. That's what I call him, the Munt Cake.
the greatest third tight end in the league.
I swear, he is. And
now, did you see the Jefferson touchdown? Right, Jordan Addison was standing alone in the back of the end zone, but he did his first read. He got if Justin's got a step, you hit him. If he's not there, then you got Jordan Addison wide ass open. But it was fourth down, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he took his first read, but the thing I liked about it is that it was open. So if Jefferson went there was still an open guy. That's a goal line type shit that we could not. We just like Cousins would not have anybody to throw, and we get stuffed in the run game down on the goal line. We got more creativity. Oh, you got Cousins on there. Yeah, last year I wore Cousins jersey.
Fans that come here.
So, like last year, I buy a Cousins jersey. We lose the first 3 games in the year. I took it off. We win the next game.
That's hilarious. But yeah, like I feel you on that. Like my thing is, all Sam Darnold is doing is like doing what KOC is telling him to do. You know what I'm saying? With how the plays are scripted. And for the record, I'd be fine with it because like Deontay Banks can't really cover no short field, not like that. No way. You know what I mean? So like everybody was propping up Deontay Banks as this shutdown guy. I haven't seen it.
Is he a second-year player? Wasn't he? Last year he got drafted. Banks?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that was the guy I wanted. That was the guy. I'm glad. When we drafted Addison. So we drafted Addison, and Banks was, I think, drafted right before that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because the Giants had the pick before we did.
Yeah, so that's the guy I was wanting.
Like 2-3 places ahead.
I didn't think Addison would have been there, but then he was. But I wanted a defensive player in Banks, and we didn't get him. And I'm like, all right. So, hey, I feel good about Addison. But Mary Fish makes a good point. Darnold finally had a place where someone believes in him, knows his talent, can bring out the best in him. I think we got, again, physical talent, right? Hasn't been able to prove himself yet, and has made bad decisions. And he was kind of a turnover machine in his career, and he hasn't thrown more than he hasn't got anywhere close to 20 touchdowns yet, and he hasn't. I think it's 2,500 yards is the most yards he's ever thrown too. I predicted that he'd go 25 TDs, 13 interceptions, and sniff 4,000 yards this year, purely on the fact. And I think this was JJ was hurt. Purely on the fact that he's got all this talent around him and he has the physical tools, and I think O'Connell could get it out of him. So that's a Pro Bowl type of year in some years. So and I was 100% opposed to bringing him in. I was like, if we're gonna go bridge quarterback, of course, now that JJ's hurt, great, brilliant move. We got a quarterback for $10 million. We needed somebody. He has more physical ability than Nick Mullins, definitely a better arm.
So and more importantly, we need somebody that's not going to stand in the pocket like a statue.
All right. So, well, I would prefer like throwing touchdowns and shit. So I would be fine with anybody who throws touchdowns. So whether he's standing
Right.
in the pocket or not, I'll be happy with that. And Sam, up until this point, has not proven a dang thing that he could. Today, he was proven that he can hit open guys. Or not today, but on Sunday,
Right.
he was able
He's just
to.
doing
He
what he's
made the
told.
throws he needed to make, and he was confident in there. And he did. It really didn't put any pressure. He did show that on his scramble where he rushed for like 6-7 yards. Someone put out the video of that. It was a screen pass to the left, so I don't know why he didn't throw it. Did you see that?
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, it was, and it was going to be chunk yardage too. And Darisaw was 10 yards downfield because the ball didn't get thrown, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know what happened there. So we got to iron shit out there. I don't know. That would look like it would have been a hell of a good play.
And if there's anything else that Sam needs to work on, it's the ability to get plays in on time. So that gotta risk any timeouts.
And that's O'Connell too. That's a lot to do with the coach, I think. But yeah, that was my biggest complaint. And there was a couple of times that was at 0, and we got the playoff after the 0, and they didn't call it. So there was outside of those timeouts.
Did the second run out yet?
Oh yeah. So I'm just saying that outside of those 2 timeouts, there was 2 other times that I think we should have got called for delay of game. So yeah, they got to iron that shit out, and it was a problem last year too.
That can't be a thing going into next week's game.
But how about this?
I say,
tell me what you thought about that 99-yard drive.
What'd you say?
Tell me about what you thought about that 99-yard drive. Last time was Berrien on a 99-yard touchdown.
All I was thinking about is, we done shifted the ball too many times. I think the defense is starting to get a little tired. So if a 99-yard drive is what it's going to take, this is the perfect time to do it. And I admit, throughout majority of that drive, I thought we wasn't going to get in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? My butt was puckered. You know what I'm saying? I was at the edge of my seat. And I'm like, cool, please make it. And then, like, before you know it, Sam throws that dot to Jefferson, and I'm like, a 99-yard touchdown drive?
That was a perfect throw, too. Yeah, that was a perfect throw. Now, and then that was the drive where he got the 4th down, 3-yard touchdown. Yeah.
Right. And I think Aaron Jones got the ball like, what, 2-3 times that drive?
I think it was a big part of it, yeah. I would have to.
Yeah. And then Ty Chandler, too. But, yeah, man.
How do you feel about Aaron Jones? Your first time seeing him as a Viking? The first real time seeing him as a Viking.
Well, let's just say breath of fresh running back 1 air, because Alexander Madison is nothing more than a RB3 posed as a RB1. I'm sorry. He's just that 2-pack I asked to me. Ty Chandler should have started the whole entire season. I think he probably would have gotten the end.
I was right there with you, man.
Ty Chandler should have started. Younger, cheaper, faster. Now, Aaron Jones, he may be 29 going on 30, but hear me out. That man still got some burst. He almost reminded me of a much younger Dalvin Cook. Probably he's 33.
They're honestly, my opinion there is they're 2 different types of running backs. Dalvin Cook was a 1 cut and go, right? Same way with Ty Chandler. Like the last time Dalvin Cook is on our team, how many times did he get tackled behind the line of scrimmage, right? Aaron Jones don't get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That was amazing. He was like a little magician out there getting an extra couple of yards.
Right.
That's what I felt. He was able to make guys miss behind the line of scrimmage. Now, obviously, Ty Chandler and Cook can make people miss in the open field, but Aaron Jones can make people miss, and he can get a couple of yards for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, it's like
and then bounce it outside.
Exactly. Like, it's like after a skill move, he hardly even loses energy or steam. Like, he's like a locomotive. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like he has like Energizer on Madden, you know what I'm saying? Every new skill move he does, he gets more energy. And then before you know it, that's a 30+ yard gain down the field.
Or are you trying to
Yeah.
read that? Yeah, this is Too Evil to Hope, still stuck on Cousins. Here we go. Just saw Jones loves KOC, believes KOC is the team playing hard for him. He has them connected. They believe in each other, have each other's back. That makes great teams. Yeah, I think that's what I liked about Aaron Jones. He came in and embraced the Vikings. He embraced
he loved the culture. He loved the culture. He's a man of culture.
Yeah, and that's what the Vikings have had ever since KOC came in. It's definitely, we had players, but you know, Zimmer, he had a different philosophy coaching the team, but we knew we had guys in there with good culture. And then when KOC came in, he let it happen, and and they milked it. You know, Kwesi bringing in the right guys, kind of thing. But yeah, I think this offseason has probably been the best job of bringing guys in that fit the culture, especially Van Ginkel, Grenard, Cashman. Those guys came in and brought culture. The cornerbacks, they all fit in.
Yep, Gilmore, Griffin, Grenard.
Speaking of cornerbacks, how'd you feel like they did, man? I was pretty impressed.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I have to get back into my Maverick Dominance bag because here's what I said about the defense. I said 3 things. We already covered a bit about containing Daniel Jones. That came on Johnny Green Thumb, DDT. That's Dallas Taylor, I call him. AVG and Horrible Harry and them. They did amazing. And then I said this on second part that the secondary had to step up. Good news. We signed Stingy Stephon Gilmore. And for what it was worth, him and Shaq Griffin, they did their thing on the outsides. But you know who I want to highlight? You know who I want to highlight from my cornerback room? Good old BJ, Byron Murphy. I predicted that if Shaq and Stingy Stephon play on the outsides and BJ gets to do his thing in the slot, that he wasn't going to get as cooked as bad as he once was last year and the year before when he was playing in the slot, outside the slot.
I mean, that was the plan bringing him in, right? That he would move to the nickel, right? And we'd have guys on the outside, but those guys couldn't handle it. Now he's got guys that actually can handle it.
Yes.
And he led us in tackles.
And did you see that clutch 4th down stop? And I think he only allowed 3 catches?
Not sure, but he had 8 of his 9 tackles, 8 were solo.
That's because he cooks from the slot. You can't put guys like BJ out on the outside a lot. Like now, not when it's a man on man. When it's zone, that's a little different, but not when it's man to man. You know what I'm saying? Stephon Gilmore excels at that. Shaq Griffin excels at that. You know what I'm saying?
What about Harrison Smith getting that interception, man? Huh? That was my favorite. That was my favorite. That just made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. That was my favorite thing of the game was Harrison Smith getting an interception.
You know, I've always said in all my years being a Vikings fan, there are 3 things I see every year where I feel like extra years get added to my life every time I see them. The Packers losing, the Saints whining about bad officiating, post Bountygate, that is, post Bountygate, and Harrison Smith getting an interception, especially in his old age. Like that guy, just when you think the hitman, the heartbreak kid is losing steam, just when you think he's getting old and slower, he just jumps right back into the time machine like nothing happened, like it's 2015, and just yank, gotcha, bitch.
You sounded just like him.
It was calling my name, Dave. Pun intended.
Sound just like Chappelle there. Gotcha, bitch.
Pun intended. It was calling your name.
Oh God, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so last year going on the season, I made this bold prediction that Harrison Smith was gonna get 5 sacks. The most he's ever had was 3. He's gonna get 5, and then he had 3 against Carolina. I'm like, dude, a prediction's gonna be right. No, just 3 the entire year. 3 in one game, and that was it.
That's
But-
kind of like when you remember the year we had Zadarius Smith, and like pre-injury he had a sack per game.
Yeah.
And then like after injuries, he hardly even got anything.
Yeah, you got
What a
pressures,
letdown.
but yeah, I got 1 sack the rest of the year, and
Yeah, what a letdown.
I think I was telling people I think that Van Ginkel will ultimately start becoming my favorite player once Harrison Smith leaves, but he's on track, man. He's a difference maker.
He definitely is, like, especially when like his ability to be so versatile, you know what I'm saying? It isn't like, you know, how Josh Metellus is, to where he can go from the secondary to the middle of the field. But like Van Ginkel's ability to just be a threat regardless of which side of the line you put him in, or like, you know, having him, like, you know how Brian Flores loves to like mask his schemes. He's perfect for that, considering their history in Miami. You know what I'm saying? Because like when people see him on the line, people don't know if he's going to rush or if he's going to drop back in coverage. And the fact that
He
he's so good at
baited-
both makes him dangerous.
If that like they baited him to throw that screen pass for the pick 6.
Yeah,
Now,
like I could read Van Ginkel's body language from watching the tape. I'm like, he had his hands down because he was baiting them.
Right,
He was baiting like he was just
you know what he
doing a little
did?
record.
He had the offensive guy in front of him, and he just waited until he threw it. Like he hit himself, like he kind of like made the offensive guy like shield him from the eyes of Daniel Jones, and then took off. But I forget if it was Ivan Pace Jr. I forget who was in the middle, but what just jetted for the what would have been the the carrier, right? They knew that play. They saw it. They recognized it, and they were about to destroy it. But Van Ginkel, you know, obviously stepped in and hit a pick 6. But that play wasn't going anywhere. They read it, and on the sidelines they were talking about that they knew it, right? So it's great that, I mean, they must have had him scouted, whatever, but they knew that play was coming.
That's probably because like they knew all day throwing downfield for Danny Dimes, throwing downfield.
I don't know what you'd call him, Nichols. I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? We
half
had him
dollars.
What'd you say?
He's Danny half dollars. He's not dimes.
Right.
I don't know.
Danny $50. That's a good one. But yeah, like they knew that you know, since him throwing downfield, you know what I'm saying, they was gonna shut that down anyway. They pretty much had an idea. I think B-Flow pretty much had an idea that they were going to resort to like short passes and screen passes the rest of the time, because the middle, intermediate, and downfield, that wasn't working.
Yeah, yeah, they definitely, there was no, they weren't trying to throw downfield at all. But yeah, it was a good mixture. And we didn't have to blitz that much. We brought forward a lot. Yeah, I would like to see the numbers, because last year we blitzed more than any team by far, and we also dropped 8 more than any team by far. It was so crazy, that split. To be number 1 at both of those, that's crazy.
And I think,
and then this year, in this first game, it was like, okay, we didn't have to show everything. It was like a preseason game where we didn't have to show everything.
Exactly. Because like, I think that's a blessing in disguise, though, because that speaks to how stout our defensive line and our outside linebackers are. You know what I mean?
That's another thing. I thought our defensive line was going to be a weakness coming into this season. And sure, Harrison Phillips had one of his best games ever. And then you have Tillery blowing up the line.
Tillery. That's what I call him. Like every time I see that last name, I'm like, he reminds me of that Pokemon. Octillery.
Jihad Ward. He didn't have any stats. 2 QB hits.
Yep,
that's great.
He was generating pressure in the run game too, though.
Yeah, I mean, what a game to have right before you sign a contract, Harrison Phillips, right?
I know, right? He had himself a day. I'm glad that he's here, because like he definitely is one of those cultured guys post Zimmer era. So yeah, I think
this is his first year being a captain, or was it last year?
Yeah, well, it is his first year being a captain, because I could see the stars from my television.
Oh, they have multiple stars if you have. I didn't realize that you get more stars the more years you're a captain.
Yeah, you get more stars the more you're selected to be captain. So because he wasn't a
Yeah,
captain in
someone
Buffalo.
tried to tell me I like said good group and like these are the same captains except for the quarterback as last year. I'm like, okay, no, Harrison, yeah, Phillips is new. I thought,
Yeah, it was mainly Hunter that got the captain patch on the D line. Nobody else got the captain patch on the D line.
yeah, I mean it's well deserved. He's been our, he's been our rock basically, the only solid player consistently. Now to see like, Tillery, and Jihad Ward, I didn't even think could even matter, but he played good. I mean, it was nice to see guys stepping up
for him.
But I'm trying to think of a guy that played bad. I'm like on our team.
I mean, I think you could say,
oh, Ed Ingram,
yeah, you could say it, educational ed, but I think the performance in the second half kind of made up for it. So I think everybody as a whole did good. I think the only player that played bad, if you ask me,
is our punter.
Yeah, Ryan Wright. The price wasn't always right that day. I'm sorry. His punts were 2 packs of ass.
Well, I mean, his numbers look okay. He's 4 for 42-yard average, but come on, if you're gonna put a team away, don't shank a punt, man.
Don't.
That was like the Bears game 2 years ago when we go up by 21, and then he decides to freaking just screw up punting the rest of the day. I was like,
I know. I'm like, are you giving this game away, Chicago? I mean, yeah, I gotta talk about for you because you hate Green Bay like I do, but come on, son.
But seeing the other games like the Lions, the Bears, the Packers, losing their quarterback. I feel like the division's open to be taken.
Yeah,
right?
It's a little bit. My thing is, I don't think the Lions and the Packers are as strong as the NFL media props them up to be. And this is why, I got to get this out the way. A lot of my friends that are Packer fans laughed in my face when J.J. McCarthy got injured. And then once I heard Jordan Love got injured, I'm like, this is why you don't laugh at the face of a division rival, because you never know what can happen in this league. You never know.
Yeah, it don't make sense to like wish injury on anybody or laugh at injury or whatever.
No, like when I heard Jay Love,
was really sad,
like, well soon, bro.
What was really sad when we had our own fans laughing at Kirk Cousins getting injured. We had a couple of those, and they like took themselves off of Twitter after that.
Oh my god!
Don't even remind me. Tanishka. She was on. I had her on my show 7 times, and she goes and starts laughing as he gets carted off the field, and I'm like, oh my god, what the hell did she do, girl? But yeah, laughing at another player getting hurt is just ridiculous.
I warned everybody last year when Kirko got hurt. I'm like, now you're gonna see what life without Kirk Cousins with this roster feels like, and boy, did we feel it! Did we feel it!
It was like and it's crazy because he was playing so good. We're really high. We're up by 21 against the Packers, and then as soon as he gets hurt, it was back to we need to get rid of this guy. He's shit. But hold it, we just won 3 games in a row without Justin Jefferson.
Well, they got their wish.
And now you don't. Now we're like, okay, I want to say like, hey, guys, can you remember the last time we beat San Francisco? Oh yeah, last year on Monday Night Football.
Who was the quarterback, guys?
Who was the quarterback? But yeah, hopefully they haven't beat us in like 32 years, right? At home.
Yeah, I believe the year was 1992. That's what I read on the Bleacher Report.
They come here and they lose, man. In miraculous fashion too, like with Brett Favre. That's what just took off on the 2009 season.
Yeah, and then like there was that one year
ESPY
where we had MVP AP that year where the 49ers came through and Alex Smith was just serving meatballs everywhere.
I got 2 years of hope.
The love for Cousins will never favor himself. I mean, I guess, but who I'm
He's
shading,
just
I'm not shading Cousins when I talk about Kirk and his new toys in Atlanta. I'm shading all the NFL analysts that called us stupid for letting him walk. That's all I'm saying. The analysts do not believe that the Vikings are great.
Two of the Hope's just hearing what he wants to hear. I'm talking about the last time we beat San Francisco because we're playing San Francisco.
Right. Like, dude, and think about it. Think about the last times that the Vikings lost to San Francisco. It's always happened in San Francisco.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, Too Evil to Hope was wanting us to tank and was hoping for the first pick of the draft, and now we got I think we got a quarterback we need. Quarterback of the future. I think he's the real deal. What do you think about JJ McCarthy?
You know, I love guys, younger guys with old souls because
He feels like that, doesn't he? Yeah.
I am literally the same way, and I've been told that all my life. Like, you're so young, Maverick, but you're such an old soul. You know what I'm saying? So I love his mentality of the game. Like, I can tell he appreciates and loves the game. You know what I mean? And I can
He's
tell
one of those
that,
guys I feel like loves practice.
yeah.
And I hated practice. I love games. I hated practice.
Yes. Yes. I feel like he might just turn this franchise into a real winner someday, you know. And like everybody likes to fault him for like not getting the option that would have him out for 3 to 6 weeks. But I'm like, let's look at the situation.
We don't need him. I
he's
felt when he
21
went
years
down.
old. We already have a stacked A roster for him to play with. He's very young, fresh off of a championship in Michigan. He has a long career ahead of him. And if he makes the decision to sit out the whole year for him to have a full repair on his knee, so that way he can come back and bring us a title someday, I'm all for it. I'm not selfish like that. I'm all for it. I want him to be at his absolute best.
So I was pushing, wanting him to start the season. I don't know. Are you trying to read those? I don't know. What is he saying now?
I was kind of split on that because I'm like, well, you want to go experienced, and like from what we've seen last week from Darnold,
well, it's hindsight now, right?
Yeah,
it's like hindsight's 2020. But the reason why I want him to start is because be prepared for next year when I felt like that's when our big window the window all the way opens because we got so much cap space. I wanted to be ready for it. Now,
yeah, that's another thing too. Like,
and I was like, hey, if we're gonna have a bridge quarterback, I felt like we already had one,
right?
In Nick Mullins, but I was really against bringing in a guy, and I know people were like putting vomit emojis when we were talking about we might go get Sam Darnold, and then once we got him, we're like, oh, hey, we can fix him. Dude, a little bit ago you were wanting to puke.
In the words of Andy from Purple for the Win, oh mama, I can change him.
Yeah, that's true.
Love that guy.
No, but but the whole idea, well, he wouldn't have been in those games to get hurt because he would have been our starter, right? So catch 22 here. But hey, when he did go down, the first thing I said, I don't think this cost us any games. I don't think as a rookie he's going to win more games than Sam Darnold would. I felt like we were a 10-game. I was fully reserved to the fact that Sam Darnold was going to start every game, and I picked us to win 10 games with Sam Darnold. I would not change that for JJ McCarthy, and I would actually be worried we'd lose more games with him. But I just want to be prepared for next year.
JJ being out, kind of left the elephant off of Sam's
and
back.
Now we can focus on him, right? We can focus on Sam Darnold. We don't have to worry.
Sam is not like mentally worried about losing his starting job because he knows as long as he's healthy, it's pretty much secure at this point. Because, like, think about it. Mullins is he has the mentality of Brett Favre, but the play style of a David Carr. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And then like Brett Ripon, he's only had one very good.
I didn't get that. Game. I didn't get why we got rid of Jaron Hall to get him.
Yeah, like I wanted, as Rap would call him, I wanted Jaron Mahomes Hall to stay here. I want
I
him to
didn't
stay
get
out.
it.
Like
He played
he's young,
great.
he's developing. You got to roll the dice a bit on younger guys,
I
man.
was thinking if we let go Nick Mullins, we have Jaron Hall as our backup quarterback. I didn't get why we would let that go.
Right.
But yeah, what I was one of the things with JJ McCarthy being out is that Sam Darnold, all the focus now can be on Sam Darnold. How many times did you see Sam Darnold get interviewed this offseason? 0. And everybody was interviewing JJ McCarthy. They were showing videos of him talking with Justin Jefferson, who's going to be JJ, who's going to be Jets, right? I was like, yeah, why are we ignoring our starting quarterback? And now, sure
Exactly.
enough, now that JJ's out, it's all Sam Darnold. He's
all
our
about
guy.
good old Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, team captain now, right?
Right. Come on, man. 200 plus yards, two tutties, no 1 pick. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't even his fault, by the way.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got. Now, before we go, let's talk about what do you think about the San Francisco game? Give me a preview of what needs to happen in this game.
All righty. Well, I was in the middle of writing my notes until you opened up the call line, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to freestyle this. So for the record, despite our outstanding performance, this 49ers team, I'll say it's gonna be a legitimate test for Sam Darnold and this offense. Won't be much of a test for our defense because I feel like, outside of our new cornerbacks, everybody pretty much on that Vikings defense knows what Shanahan is capable of and what he's gonna do. And on top of that, we have just a teeny bit, just a teeny bit of saving grace, and that saving grace is no C.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were gonna tell me.
I was no. I was drum rolling. You didn't hear it? Do it again.
Okay, say it again. I'm ready for
No
you now.
CMC.
Okay, no
in that
CMC.
backfield.
Well, that dude got like 140 yards. What was his name? Mason?
Yeah. That Mason guy. But I'm not too worried because I was never really sold on the Jets being that great of a defense anyway. Like as a team, like don't get me wrong, Sauce Gardner, he definitely captains that secondary very well. But CJ Mosley is old, you know what I'm saying? And Quinnen can only do so much to help his D-line. So, and furthermore, like compare their talent on defense and how bereft it is to how loaded our defense is. It's like looking at apples and oranges. It's looking at apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying? I think it'll be a tougher task for that Mason kid to get through guys like Octillery, like Horrible Harry. And if healthy, because he didn't play last game, maybe LDR gets in a few snaps. Jihad Ward gets in a few snaps. You know what I'm saying? Van Ginkel, he can sniff out the run pretty good. Moneybag Blake Cashman, maybe. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me started about Ivan the Pacemaker. Don't get me started about Ivan the Pacemaker wearing the green dot. Come on, man.
I just don't want him to screw up and slap a guy. That was a muff punt. We could have got that. If that penalty would have gave them back the ball, I would have been pissed.
Yeah,
remember
like
that?
he needs to keep his emotions in
Gotta
check.
keep that shit in check, man. You can't cost us.
But I'm gonna give him a pass because he's still young.
Yeah.
It's his second year in the league.
He got an earful.
He's got to mature out of it.
We saw Brian Flores talk to him on the sideline. I think he got his point across.
I think he chewed him out. He chewed him out.
It's not like he got benched the rest of the game either. So yeah, it was good that Brian Flores got to him. I knew it was a game that we had in control. He learned it first game of the season. Just don't let it happen again, man.
Right, because like when it comes to game time situations, like if a muff punt could literally be the other team giving the game away to you, don't.
And we're not deep at linebacker, so
not coverage wise, Edge rusher, yeah, but not coverage.
Edge rusher, yeah.
Edge rusher, we deep, but not coverage linebacker. Who do we have? Azamo and Camus Grugier Hill.
However the hell who is that?
Yeah, man. We're not that deep. We're not that
I
deep.
thought go figure Asamoah would go. Did he get number 6? Is that who he
did.
chose to get Lewis Scene's number? Is that right?
He did. He did.
Yeah, that was crazy. I'm gonna
Yeah.
honor Lewis Scene and take his number.
But yeah, what I'm expecting from KOC in this offense is like, you know, I'd say try to establish it, but I'd say like try to get some more, like try to get some more work on the insides. You know what I'm saying? Because, well, pretty much in general, don't run Aaron Jones where Nick Bosa is, unless you have a tight end with him. Okay, that's what I hope to expect. And then like, I don't know if Sam Darnold is good at play action, but like it wouldn't hurt to like probably throw that in to throw off the Niners. You know what I'm saying? To probably get some heat off of them because, you know, our old lineman is talented enough to, you know what I'm saying, make sure
Darisaw had a hell of a game.
Yeah, Darisaw had him.
And I'm a Blake Brandel truther. I want to say I'm the first. I'm the original. I was saying he needed to start over Ed Ingram last year preseason. I was banging my drum. You know, freaking. You know, Cleveland was left guard, and I was like, Brandel, fucking put him in there.
Yes,
I saw him play the first game in preseason. He looked great. Just replace him now, Ed Ingram. Right. And I was like a Ed Ingram apologist the year before his rookie year. And I'm like, come on, Brandel. And then in the offseason, we finally, Brandel, you guys are going to start him? He deserves the chance. Okay, great. And yeah, he kept the job in preseason. And first game comes out, he's our best pass blocker, best all around. Him and Darisaw and Brian O'Neill were the 3 best, you know, linemen. They're all right there, PFF grade and everything. But yeah, I was a big fan of Brandel, and I'm glad he's our guy right now.
Best tackle duo in the league. It's CD and it's Big Bry.
Yeah. How about that? Staley. Was it Staley? The rookie for the Chargers. He's gonna be a good one. Is it Staley?
Yeah.
Whoever the from Notre Dame, they drafted him
Notre
this year.
Dame, yeah, he's solid. I like him.
Yeah, I forget. I thought it was Staley, but no, that was the name of the head coach. I think I don't know. But yeah,
he was fired, bro. We in the Jim Harbaugh modern era now.
I like Harbaugh said that we kind of think linemen are weapons. Yeah, that's great. That's a great attitude.
Yes,
but Herbert's my freaking fantasy quarterback now that Love got hurt.
Hey, I'm gonna put some money on Herbert to get over 246.8 yards. I'm gonna put some money on him.
More than 140, I think he got this last game, or 160.
Yeah, I think he's gonna air it out a little more. He should. But yeah, what I'm expecting from the offense, you know what I'm saying? I also expect, like, you know, the secondary is talented, but I still think we can get them to get dunked on a few times. You know what I'm saying? Because like last year, you know, we did a pretty decent job despite not having Justin Jefferson in the game. And I think now that we have Jettas, despite us losing Addison, I think our receiver depth is good enough to where we could still pose a challenge to Travarius Ward and Diamador Lenore and Talanoa Hufanga and those guys. I think we can still pose a bit of a threat, given that CD and Big Bry do a stellar job at protecting Sammy D yet again for the second year in a row, not allowing their quarterback to get sacked by the 49ers. I think it can happen again, because the good news is, you know, Alec Armstead is not there, so the job on the interior is going to be a little more easier.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be fine. This defense is just different now, man. Right. This offensive line's playing good. I feel like we got weapons galore on offense. Even our third, fourth, fifth receivers are talented. It's a deep team, man. It's a real deep team in most positions.
Tristan Jackson. That's all I need. That's all the 2 words. Staying busy here.
Yeah. Hey, Eric Lapointe, thanks for showing up from New Mexico. My only listener from New Mexico, I think. Now I was gonna say, yeah, Tristan Jackson, when we first got him, I did like a receiver breakdown, and I said this guy, was when he played at Syracuse, and I watched his game tape, he looked like the best player on the field. And I said in the games that I saw him play, and I'm like, this guy is gonna he's an NFL receiver. He's gonna have a decently long career in this league, but he is better than I expected.
Dave Stradamus for the win.
I think he could be a 2. He's definitely a 3 in this league. And he's definitely going to be he may be better than Naylor. I don't know. He does some really good things.
Granted, if Naylor don't stay healthy enough, because
right,
if you're not available to play, you're a liability, my brother.
I absolutely, yeah. What is it? You can't make the club in the tub, or the best of ability is availability.
Yeah, the best availability of
the player. So Naylor, come on, man, you're gonna lose your job to Tristan Jackson like that. That's the way I feel about it.
If you don't stay healthy for a full year, man, don't be a BC Johnson. Don't be a Chad Beebe, okay?
We had that one guy that was really fast a long time ago too, that was get hurt all the time.
I'm trying to think who the heck was it? The names, the faces in my mind and the number, I just can't think of the name.
Yeah, I can't think of it now either.
Yeah, I can't think of it, but yeah. I think we should. I mean, I don't expect this game to be too high scoring. Like, I don't think any of us is gonna 30 ball each other. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be like, a solid 24-21 win our way off of what
I saw one person on ESPN say 30, and that was for the 49ers, but most of them were 24 around there.
Yeah.
Only one guy picked us, and that was I forget who it was. Daniel Jeremiah picked us.
Daniel Jeremiah, yeah. He's never really been like super duper biased against us. It's him and Tony Dungy I like whenever he gets picked to pick games, because he never like really counts out the Vikings.
Well, and historically, you just really can against us. What kind of shakeup of the world would it be if we go and beat San Fran? I wish I was there. SKOL Fest is this weekend. I can't make it. I'm the one who named it. I'm like, I want to be there.
Right. He should be. He's the president that should be representing it.
Right. And but I got a new job, and I didn't have any vacation, so I couldn't go.
Life happened.
Yeah. But hey, next year, full force.
Yes.
Bring the whole fam.
We must. Because next year it'll be for real. Like, SKOL to the bowl time.
24-21 Vikings. Will
Riker.
That's
exactly what I was predicting.
Will gets his first field goal.
Yeah, whoever gets their first field goal. And I wouldn't mind having Will to throw Riker kick one for a game. I'm just saying. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I picked him up as my fantasy league, and then we go for it on 4th down at the goal line.
Yeah.
But I had Jefferson, so I'm good. How was that?
Let's go. You got Jennings on your yes. I have to celebrate that.
Yeah, I traded McCaffrey for him.
Wow.
I picked McCaffrey number 1, and then the guys gave me Jefferson and Cook.
Powerful. Powerful.
And then McCaffrey didn't play, and I was like,
"Let's receiver. Let's go."
Yeah, I got the little chef.
Yeah, little chef. Little chef.
All right, man. Hey, what? I think I don't pay attention to who I'm like following on Twitter that much. You're on Twitter, right? I've seen you before.
Yup. Well,
what's your
Twitter
handle?
does not allow super long names, so I decided to take the "the" out and replace it with an underscore. So I am Maverick_Enigma. Those of you in the chat here, I might just type it in the chat so you can see it. Hold on, let me go back. If you hear you doubling, you've been warned. But yeah, I also got to say, as far as our defense is concerned, as long as they can bag and like get pressure on, the opposing side of Trent Williams for Brock Purdy, I think we can rattle that offense and probably limit it. You know what I mean? That is if Shanahan don't draw up nothing to where he has to make quick passes, because freaking Kittle and Debo are the only threats that are really deadly after catch.
I don't have you. I don't think Maverick. Maverick.
Yep. I'm putting my X link in my X name in the chat. There we go. Let me see. Right now, you should see it. Kablam.
Why am I not seeing you? Maverick.
Mary Fisk is going for 27-20. I wouldn't mind having a 7-point lead against them. No way. You know what else I wouldn't mind? My boy, the movie maker, getting another 2 interceptions off of Purdy.
Dude, we're not following each other. What the fuck, man? All right, I'm following you now.
Yeah.
Probably because you were Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. It's my favorite character. So I think we knew this. We knew this. Yeah.
Let's
go. Yeah, follow me back, man. Dude's not following me. What the fuck, Enigma?
Yeah, you know what? It's probably because I had meant to find you and I forgot your at. You know what I'm saying? I had meant to find you.
World. I open up every show with follow me.
And you know what's crazy?
At SKOL
I was
World
actually going into X to follow you, but Rap sent me the invite to SKOL Fest so I can reserve my ticket. So I got caught up with that, and then you opened up the phone lines, and then I'm like, I gotta jump on here.
Hey, I am somebody now. Maverick the Enigma is following me on Twitter.
Yes, sir. Me and my union, we are now 1.5K7 strong.
Well, I'm gonna hit you up at anytime you want to come on, man. Oh yeah, let me make sure I'm your YouTube channel.
Absolutely. You could use some more youth on this show. I mean, I'm below 30.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, you are young. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need some youth. I'm only 26 years older than you.
You're a 73er.
Oh my, yeah, 73.
Yo, you're a
20th.
You're 1 year younger than my dad. So
is that all? My son's 8 years old. Keeps me young. I took him to the emergency room because he put a Lego up his nose.
I might just have kids while I'm much older.
Yeah, wait till they put a Lego up their nose and you have to go to the emergency room. I only saw that on an episode of House. What the hell?
No. You did not just reference the one of the most goated hospital shows ever. You did not just do that.
I love that show, but it wasn't Legos. It was like Army Man or something. It said a fireman up the kid's nose. He had a cat, a fire truck, and a fireman or something like that up his nose. Yeah.
Yep.
It was like that. Yeah, I was like, I go in there. I'm like, you guys, anybody have the Lego surgery here? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I only saw this shit on episode of House, and here I'm experiencing it today.
That reminds me of an episode of Victorious when they had one of the main characters had a Hot Wheels car shoved up his butthole to the point where it tore up his large intestine.
We're not watching the same shows.
Hey. No. I've
Barry
watched
Fist is 27-20
religiously, so they're comparable. Only difference is Victorious doesn't take place in a hospital.
But yeah, I'm gonna hit you up and get you back on, man. This show we go every Wednesday, but every other Wednesday with GG Sports. And then I'm gonna go
with Jamie and Casey and them.
Yeah, it was every week last year, but this year we're going once every other week, and that's why I was bringing that. That's why I had this heading here, is because I was having I was going to have SKOL State of Mind on, and he didn't. He couldn't make it, so I had Maverick instead.
Yup. Blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I am feeling it. And we both love Spider-Man, I guess. That's your logo, so I'm pretty happy about that.
The greatest superhero to ever be drawn.
Yeah, dude. You do any comic? You got comics?
Huh?
Got any comic books?
I did. I had to I think when I was renovating the house, they might have gotten lost. So I might have to start recollecting. But I do have what I do have to make up for it is this. Hold on. Let me show you. I'll be back. Let me show you. What I do have to make up for is this.
Right. Biggest moment on YouTube here. Let's go.
Okay, I can't find the mask, but where is it?
I'm waiting for you, man.
I got the suit. Hold on. I got the suit now. Where'd it go?
Yeah, man.
Where's the suit?
Hey,
no!
this is made for YouTube right here. I got Maverick.
I had the
Maverick,
suit.
where you at?
Freak. But you know what? I got a couple things though. First of all,
I'll show you something too.
But now, the Goated Trilogy right here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So what do you think of this?
Still on DVD.
See that signature right here?
Oh, freak! That's so juicy.
Todd McFarlane's first time drawing Spider-Man.
Look, man, with the black suit.
Yeah, first time drawing Spider-Man. Right before Venom. He drew Venom in 299 and 3000.
Let's go. That's vintage. I like it, and it's autographed too.
Autographed by Todd McFarlane. It's a 9.2 though, but I had to get it.
Yes, I tried to look for my suit because I have a spider suit somewhere in here.
Here. Let me show you my son here. We were in TJ Maxx. Hey, we changed the show from the Vikings to Marvel Spider-Man show. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
But,
you're a hoot.
But yeah, my son. We came back from TJ Maxx.
Man, he looks amazing. That's the
Iron
Tom
Spider
Holland one.
Yeah, it was Iron Spider.
Where do I live?
Yeah, you saw it. He's got a couple of them. He's a big Spider-Man fan.
Yeah, he probably has more than one suit, knowing him.
Yeah, and he's got the game, the recent PlayStation game. He plays it all the time.
The one with Miles Morales on it.
Yeah, and we just bought him the Avenger Tower. For Legos.
He probably
and
was
then
overjoyed.
Then he got one of the pieces shoved up his nose. So yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. He definitely had a better childhood than me because getting the action figure and
dude,
villains was enough.
Dude, my kid, he gets Jordan shoes, he gets Spider-Man costumes, he gets Legos I got a whole freaking shelf of them.
Get out. A whole shelf?
Well, yeah, there's a ton more than that. Trains. My kid got everything I ever wanted. It's crazy.
That's how it's supposed to be done, though.
Yeah.
Anyways, one of these guys is me. I don't know if my green screen is effing it up, but
you're probably the guy on the right.
Actually, I'm the one on
my right. You're on the left. Okay.
Yeah, I was a little bit bigger at the time, but
that's what I'm thinking. You look a little on the. Well, I'm 300 pounds, so I can't say nothing.
No. I was breaking 200. I'm 184 now.
Okay.
So trust me, I probably look more like the guy on the right than the left now. But yeah, I still have.
You wouldn't want to see me in tights. You wouldn't want to see me in tights.
Huh?
Well, there you are. Yeah, you don't look too bad there.
Yeah,
I see it.
Kablam. There's a Lara Croft cosplayer and a Kakashi Hatake cosplayer I was standing next to.
Okay. Is that dog in bondage?
No, he's a ninja hound. He has the ninja
Oh,
headband.
okay,
He's a ninja hound. He's
Okay,
not nobody.
I don't know those.
This is not a
But-
furry convention. This is not a fetish convention. It's a nerd convention.
I want to go to them. Man, they're down in Florida. They got the MegaCon, which is pretty good. All right,
Yeah,
man.
I know.
Hey,
I mean, I want to make it to those ones too, but I'm gonna just stay hometown grown. I'm gonna stay hometown grown for now.
I forget, where do you live, man?
I was born and raised in Minneapolis, and I haven't left it yet.
Okay, all right. Be there next year. I'm gonna go to Nashville and Jacksonville this year for the games.
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, man. I'm glad to have you on, man.
No, glad to be halved, man. Glad to be hosted, man. You're a great host, Dave. Like,
well,
can we
I
get
try to
claps
be.
and a skull for Dave?
Let's
Skull.
Skull.
Come on, guys. Drop
All
some
right.
skulls in the comments for Dave, man.
I
Give him a
appreciate
clap.
it. Hey, hang on here in a second. Let's go. I'll let everybody go and I'll talk for a second. Here you go.